All right, well, this is episode 5 of Good versus Evil. We decided to do something different. We've spent a couple unsuccessful games trying to do brutals and hards to no avail, so we decided to actually just do 4 mediums, and we actually split them up to 2 different teams. It's something we actually haven't done before, I don't think ever, but we're on a team together, and we're playing 2 mediums that are on a team and then another 2 mediums together.
Yeah, so again, we're doing our usual quick strategy, see how many of them we can take out. The advantage of this particular map is if you look really carefully there on the bottom left, you can see that we're really they've put in groups of 2. So it's really 4 locations in groups of 2, and we're sharing a location, really. So it means that our farm's a little bit on top of each other, but it also means we can help defend one another. So I've this time I've ordered Boromir and I've ordered my Defender of the Realm. So I'm going to try to go out with 2 heroes right off the bat.
Yeah, so we also tried, I believe we tried this kind of setup once or twice before, and we just got completely obliterated. It was also because we were using like a combination of hards and brutals. So you'll see we started building some towers early on, and also towers on our base. I think you did that once or twice,
Yeah.
or 1 or 2 towers.
Yeah, I think when you got more, you got to think when you got more enemies, you got to think much more about defense. I think the quick attack doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So
it's more of a long haul. Like you play the long game of actually doing like kind of slow and steady, like you're saying, like build up a lot of defense, but at the same time you're building up a strong army. You're not just building quick foot soldiers, you're building, a good combination of upgrades and everything.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed just there a second ago is that every now and again Gollum appears, and it's almost 95% of the time it's a complete waste of time chasing Gollum.
Well, his health is pretty hard to take out.
Yeah. You see there I'm trying him again, but the problem is that, I mean, he's great. If you can get the ring, of course, get Galadriel, so that's huge.
Or Sauron if you're playing evil, which, funnily enough, we actually did a splurge. We were testing out the evil just for a change, and I actually got Gollum, and I got the ring into my base, and I didn't have enough resources to order Sauron, and I think we ended up dying. So it was a little sad. It was, honestly, for the most part, like you're saying, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, it is. And that's what's different in this go around. When we first played the game, when it first came out, getting Galadriel was quite a common feature actually, and getting killing Gollum was a lot easier.
Yeah, I feel like we did that a lot more often.
One time I've noticed this particular game is I've noticed how really daring his builders are. They come and build right in your base. Look right here next to my fortress. I mean, it's like, this guy's no shame.
I know.
I think this game I just end up killing one builder after another. I must have killed like 15, 20 builders.
I think I did too. Yeah, it's pretty repetitive.
Like, non-stop killing builders. It was just
so
terrible.
I'm building up my archers again. Obviously, we're playing both as men, so I can get fire arrows quickly, and
that's helpful.
I started stocking them in the towers as quickly as possible, just to get that defense right away. And I don't know if it was a combination or maybe because he was they're on 2 different teams, not all together. But once we got up our defenses, they actually didn't send many units our way anymore. Maybe it was just because they ran out, or they kind of got the message.
Well, they lost all their builders.
Yeah, they lost all their builders, so they couldn't build anything more to send to us.
So hard to build up anything with no builders. There, look, another builder. It just never stops. And I spent a lot of time just taking out builders. There again, took out another one. Here comes another builder yet again. Yeah. It's like kill the builder competition.
I know.
So
still building rangers, and I'll probably end up building some stables to get my horses going. I think with the horses, they work best, like most soldiers and men, they work best when there's at least 2 or 3 groups, or maybe even more like 3 to 5. Because when they're kind of in mass, you can kind of keep them around longer. When you're just sending 1 or 2 at a time, you can't, even if they're upgraded with stuff, you can't really keep them around that long, unless they're, in with a lot of other defense.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
So in this case, I'll probably end up building my stables, build a whole bunch of units, and start to upgrade them. We'll see how it goes. I may just focus on rangers.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. So I think this time we took a little more time on the defenses, and killing the trolls or whatever wargs or whatever are natural to the map isn't necessarily a good idea, because yes, you get the gold or whatever, but that usually is not worth it, because it's as much a pain to him to have those wargs or trolls or whatever. So as you see, yet another builder dead. So it's like crushing cockroaches.
Exactly.
So I think so. What I'm ordering, more and more euros here, and what I'm trying to do is there's the first trebuchets out now. So I think we're just going to keep building and see how far we can go.
Well, now almost all of my rangers have an upgraded to fire arrows. I'm just waiting on some more resources. There we go. So now I've got at least one battalion of rangers in each tower with fire arrows. So it's a pretty good combination, and they start to level up that way. So if you start to go in and attack his base, at that point, later in the game, they've actually all been upgraded leveled up to at least 2 or 3, which helps a ton.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, let's see what we can do with this trebuchet here. See if we can make it useful. Got to get some action.
We have a whole lot of towers bordering our base, so it's a pretty strong defense at this point.
Look at this guy building right in my base. I mean, this guy's no shame. He just builds it wherever he wants. So
I know there's actually a farm in my base right now that I just haven't bothered to take out yet because my hero's doing other things. But
yeah, so I'm waiting for this trebuchet to just take out this. So I've just ordered firestones while I'm waiting for this trebuchet to take out this farm of his that's right there in my bay, right next to my fortress nonetheless.
Well, I'm trying something else this game. I'm going to build a marketplace. There's one thing I like to order here with the, I think it's Grand Harvest, and it gives you something like 15 or 25% more resources from all your farms. So I don't know. I haven't found or done enough tests to know if it's actually worth the investment. Maybe earlier on in the game it is, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start taking out some of his farms now, level up my hero.
Yeah, okay, so now I've got these 2 trebuchets. Both have got firestones. We're doing our usual trick here, and maybe with my heroes. So we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to get Grand Harvest. Okay, just ordered it now, so hopefully I'll get, it's 15% more resources from all my farms, so I think we actually managed pretty well on this map. Even though we're very close to each other, we managed to get enough farms up and running. You don't take each other's space too much, because that's one thing that if you are close to your ally, you have to worry about is taking good soil, so to speak, because if you put a nice 100% farm down, then the one they were going to put there is now 60% or something like that.
Yeah.
So we did pretty well, I think.
So yes, I've created my first group of trebuchets. They all have firestones. So I'm going to take out this troll on the side, and the reason is because I want the pathway to his base. I want to creep up on the right side of the map here. So here I go, heading out. Going to take my 2 heroes with me. Let's go and see if we can take out. Let's go and do some damage. Let's get this game to.
So are you sending both of your heroes over there with them?
Both my heroes.
You got Boromir and your custom?
Yeah. Boromir is actually remarkably effective. He's really, really good at just about everything.
I found that he's strong, but his health isn't always the best. And maybe it just depends on the soldiers he's facing.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about ordering another one. That's why I was asking if he was still around and how it's going.
Now, one of the things you might notice is that Boromir is not affected by my trebuchet. So if he can go up and start hacking away at a building while my trebuchets take him out, at first I was always sort of loath to do that. But then I realized that he's kind of immune. So it was fine.
One thing we've been experimenting with is the command point factor. On this game, you can see we're running at 1x. And we found that if you go too high, it gives the CPUs way too much power to build way early on and just overwhelm you. So one thing I'm doing is just building some statues to get a couple extra command points and build some more soldiers. So I'm building up my stables now, so hopefully I can get some rangers and some maybe Rohirrim or knights as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing about the trebuchet is they can't see very well. So you've got to have heroes going ahead so they can open up. There you go. I've taken out one fortress. So hopefully we can clear this guy out pretty quickly and clear this.
Dang, that was enemy. So fast.
Yeah, it was really quick. But also those men are doing great. So
Yeah, so I'm upgrading now my stables to get Rohirrim, and I've got some archers and my hero over there with you to just help protect. So I'll probably end up doing a split strategy where I kind of split my soldiers in halves and keep some of the like my hero and some of my soldiers with you for protection, and then send most of my army to another base.
that helps, yeah. So I'm busy just I'm trying to get it to a point where I can develop a few more. I've just ordered another hero, so I'm going to try to build a lot more heroes in this game. I want to see how many I can get. See if I can get all of them. Maybe I can. I'd love to get Gandalf again. Haven't done that in like forever. I probably 10 or 15 years or whatever it's been. It's been a long time since we played with.
Well, this game came out in 2005 or 2006, something like that. So I think we've been playing it since it came out.
Yeah.
Some of them were on original PCs when we still had them, and then we upgraded to Mac, and we found a way to do boot camp and parallels. We're running parallels on this setup right now, and it's been working pretty well. We've actually set this up a couple times on a couple different computers, and we've got it down to a science, I'd say.
Yeah. It's not always possible to do all games, but this one, it's such a large following in the community. There's a lot of really helpful videos and sites that help.
Well, I just got Boromir, and I'm going to split my heroes. So you've got my archer, and I've got Boromir then. And
great. So we can head up here north. So we're going to go and look for the other guy. Yeah, we found him. We got him. So we're just going to start taking him out. And, of course, those trebuchets are now starting to get some power.
Yeah, so I'm going in now here at the top left while you're doing that. So I'm just going to leave some there to protect you. But I've got most of my archers here. Gonna kind of start just pestering him, kind of hold the line a little further up.
Yeah, we're gonna take out his fortress here in a second.
Yeah, so most of my units there are just mostly there just to protect you. Like, I'm not really doing much damage, but I am taking out some of his soldiers. He's got one of those stupid battering rams that I'm trying to take out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a great setup. So yeah, your help here is really helpful during this part because those trebuchets can get taken out pretty easy by a cave troll.
Yeah, I think it's not just having a couple rangers. I think having a hero is the real key.
Yeah.
Just a hero, 1 or 2 units that are leveled up enough to do some damage. I think that's really all it takes, but that can't be your entire army. I mean, if he has a whole bunch of soldiers, well, I guess you've got 2 heroes there. So we've actually got 3 heroes. So it's a good combination.
Yeah. Actually, I've got 3 heroes active at the moment.
Well, I actually just lost mine, so now we have 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got, so we've taken another medium out. So we've really done, the right side is all done.
Nice.
So now we're going to start rotating round to the next one.
Well, I just reordered my hero. One thing I like to do is if I've kind of been making progress in an enemy base, I'll actually set the spawn point close to his base so that when I order new units, they can kind of group up with them much faster. You don't have to remember to go back and move them.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to creep forward here, see what I can do, see if we can get this game.
Move with you.
Yeah, moving with me, appreciate it. That's really helpful. I think another thing we've done is keeping me red and you blue is really helpful.
Yeah, easy
so that
to
we
distinguish.
Always know, we keeping that consistency, so we always know who that is.
Well, I just got my hero back, so I'm actually going to send them both up now that you've kind of been making progress. I'll just keep them together now. I'll keep those rangers there for you, but making progress. I think I've got about half of his health out now for the fortress.
Wow.
So doing pretty well. I've got some reinforcements coming in now with the Rohirrim, and again upgrading them all to fire arrows, so that helps. And they seem to be doing well. I mean, they're not usually archers aren't great against buildings, but they're upgraded now enough because I kept them in those towers, like I was saying.
Yep. Okay, I'm just looking for his fortress. Should be able to spot it here any second.
Looks like we're actually in his base, almost, with you over there.
Yeah, I'm checking the outlying buildings because I'm looking for the fortress. There it is. Okay,
So how many bases have you taken out? Are you done 2 already?
I think I've done 2. This may be
wow.
the third one. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here.
Yeah.
Again, that tornado is so helpful. I mean, we've back in the earlier games, I remember we used to actually take out the heroes as a factor so that it would be a little bit more of a challenge. But I think they've kind of fixed some of the AI and stuff, and maybe again it could just be our imagination. But it's really useful to have, especially in this case, like when he spawns more units, I can just put my hero over there, spawn a tornado, and all my other units can just keep attacking bases and stuff.
I just took out a Nazgul, by the way. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Those Nazguls, when they rank up, they can be they can make it very difficult to take on a base.
So I'm actually almost done with his base. I think I just cleared him out. Yeah. So.
Yep. You've just taken another medium. So that's 3 down, is it? So we got 1 left.
One more, and I'm just gonna kind of regroup up here. I've almost got enough resources for a fortress.
I just ordered Gandalf and Aragorn. So I've ordered all my heroes in one go. So we'll see if we can get them all on the map. We may artificially delay the end of this game just so that we can see all the heroes arriving. I put my waypoint way out there where I am, and I'm going to withdraw all my troops. I see you're withdrawing as well. I think that's good. Yeah. Wow, he just took you out with arrows.
That was me on him. Yeah,
I
him? Took out.
Oh, okay. I thought he took out your support there. But so I think the fun here is we kind of know we've won. So what we're going to do now is start building other fortresses and stuff. So.
Yeah, you can see I just got my army going. It's coming together quite nicely, and I'm building up another fortress, and I'll probably just spec it out with a bunch of upgrades. I'll make this fortress almost like a war fortress in the sense that I'll just put a bunch of catapults and towers. I'll upgrade the stonework. I got numeral stonework, and just kind of spec it out, deck it out, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm just adding everything now.
Yeah.
We've obviously got more money than sense at this point, so we're just spending money like the town drunk. So we're going crazy.
Exactly.
So this is fun. So what we're doing is we're building out all these different... I'm building another base here on the side. So you're also building another fortress. So once we've got another fortress... Oh, it's amazing he's still trying to attack.
I know.
It's like he's got next to nothing.
Well, we also upgraded, I think I upgraded some of my towers, or you at least did, with fire arrows. So even when you take out the soldiers, they're still pretty effective if he decides to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got nothing. I don't think I took out his fortress, so I let him build.
Yeah, I think I stopped you in time because I realized that I was also building. That's the thing is you can get through those bases so quickly, and now that we've kind of got a lot of control, it's nice to kind of do it in the way you want with the units you want. So I'm actually sitting on Rohirrim power-up, so I can call that in as well as my 4 or 5 units of Rohirrim and all my rangers and heroes. So
what I'm going to do is stick a whole bunch of my guys back into the fortress so that it basically exchanges them for money. And the reason is I can't build anymore because I've run out of command points. So this is the downside of the 1x command point idea. But anyway, because I'm trying to get Gandalf out the door, so I've had to take out a couple of units, send them back to the fortress and exchange them for money. It sounds pretty bad killing off your soldiers for command points, but it's basically what you're doing because you just have to get more. You have to free them up.
But again, your focus is on the trebuchets, and you've got just a ton of heroes. Whereas on my side, I've just got 1 or 2 heroes, and I'm doing all the soldiers. So it's a good combination in that way.
Yeah.
I think what we haven't tried is kind of splitting up the labor, where I have a trebuchet or 2, you have a trebuchet or 2, and we kind of meet in the middle. But I think the problem with that is, as nice as it sounds, is it's tough to plan out the game like that because he may not attack you equally. He'll send in different.
Okay, so big moment, big lights and big shining. Gandalf has arrived. My fortress is lighting up like a Christmas tree because Gandalf is heading out. And now Gandalf doesn't get Shadowfax, his horse, for a while, right? So you got to get him ranked up. I think he has to be rank 3 to do that. So I'm really, really excited. So I'm going to send him into the battle. I'm going to take this battle on with just basically all my heroes. I think I have them all now. Every single hero available.
Well, I'm just going to start moving up kind of into his base. I'll build a couple of towers closer and closer. I don't know if you saw my fortress over there. I've upgraded just about everything. I got a ton of towers and catapults and
It's looking
stuff.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Yours looking amazing. Looks beautiful.
So I think I've actually exceeded my command point factor. I'm 910 out of 875 somehow. So I was going to order another hero, but I am completely
tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to kill some of your soldiers. Or retire them in the fortress.
Retire
is a more delicate way of saying it.
Exactly.
Sounds like you're a ruthless killer leader. So
well, I think we're gonna get just about ready to go in now.
We are. What we're doing is we're just giving Gandalf a little opportunity to rank up a little bit. So that's what he's doing. So he's only at level 1. So we're gonna make Gandalf do a couple of things to. You can see that Aragorn's already ranked up to 4. Which is amazing since he just got there. I tell you, Aragorn was, in my view, the most helpful, practical of all of them. I think for the cost trade-off, Aragorn is my first choice.
Yeah, he's like 3,000 or something. But you can see my my custom hero Felicity. She just got, or she is at level 10. So she's got those Silverthorn arrows.
It looks amazing.
And it makes a difference. All right, I'm getting ready to go in. I'm calling all my units now. Yeah. We're just gonna completely overwhelm them because we've both got Rohirrim power-ups.
Massive firepower.
Yeah, and you've got your Trebuchets, like 19 heroes.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to leave the Trebuchets behind because they'll kill it too quick.
Yeah.
And I want to see Gandalf rank up and get him Shadowfax at least. So we've come all this way. So there's Gandalf. You can see that he's he's struggling to ramp up because I'm just not giving him enough opportunities.
Yeah.
There's too many other heroes engaged.
And there it is.
And there we go.
So fast. I think that was like 30 seconds, probably the quickest. But, well, that was fun. I mean, like we said, we tried something different, just doing some mediums just to feel good about ourselves again.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can take a look at some of the stats. Actually, very similar this time around. I killed a little bit more units again, just because I'm focused on units. But yeah.
Well, it's because you leave me to take out the main bases. I always score a little higher at the end. So
well, that's episode 5 of Good versus Evil.